What's up, Friday Night Funkiners? Is it possible to beat a song with over 2 million notes? Well, sure, if you have enough time. But what if it's also the fastest FNF song to ever exist? Now we're talking. Well, the fastest FNF song comes from a universe we might be familiar with. Dave and Bambi. Specifically, we're looking for a spin-off mod called FNF Hortas Edition, which mainly features Dave and Bambi fan tracks. But what we're really looking for is a song appropriately titled Funeral. Now, Funeral was originally a song with just audio to it, no visuals. It was intended to be featured in a new update to FNF Hortas Edition, but the update was ultimately cancelled. Therefore, the user Ollie Gamer on YouTube took the song into their own hands and made a fan chart of Funeral. For comparison, one of the final songs in the original Friday Night Funkin game is called Guns, and it has a total of about 450 notes on hard mode, while Funeral has 2.2 million. Ollie Gamer's chart of Funeral took 3 weeks to make, and as a precaution, the entire song is in a really high frequency. So I'm gonna try to level it out, but if you're sensitive to high frequencies, you can also lower your volume a bit. Well, let's watch this chaos unfold. Yeah, just your average FNF mod song. If you couldn't tell, it's humanly impossible. But we'll get to that in a minute. Oh yeah, and those notes that look like one huge string are apparently single notes that are so close together, it looks like one big mega chunker of a note. At the end of the song, which is only 2.5 minutes, the final score is 1,137,528, which 2 times that on the opponent's side equals a total of 2,275,056 notes. But what if I told you that there is a song that's humanly possible, feels just as fast, and has a score nearly 6 times the amount of Funeral? Is that even possible? Well, yeah. And it comes from a mod called FNF Manny Edition. Another Dave and Bambi spin-off mod. The song we're looking for is called Ommetaphobia, meaning the fear of eyes. And the number of notes it has is at least 17,520. Wait, what? How can a song with less than 0.01% of Funeral's 2.2 million notes have a higher score? Well, while Funeral may hold the record for most notes in a song, Ommetaphobia holds the record for highest possible score in FNF ever at 6,132,000. Let me explain. In Ommetaphobia, you verse a giant eyeball, because why not? And it is insanely fast. The only way to beat it is modifying your health generation to 5 and using both of your hands to try to keep up with the notes. The user on YouTube, called It's a Random User, got the closest possible human score of 2,694,480 by the end of the song. While that's not 6 million, that's still higher than Funeral's score. But why are we getting a higher score in Ommetaphobia with less notes? Well, it has to do with something called math. So, remember when we were talking about the gun song from the original Friday Night Funkin'? Basically, FNF uses a scoring method based on how close you hit a note to the pace of the music. This ranges from missing a note, deducting 10 points from your score, to just barely hitting a note, giving you 50 points. And if you hit a perfect note, you get a sick rating, worth a nice 350 points. In the song Funeral, it appears to be programmed to give you a score of just 1 point per note, regardless of how perfect it's hit. Therefore, it uses a different system than the traditional Friday Night Funkin' one. In Ommetaphobia, it actually does follow the traditional scoring system. And as you can see, It's a Random User gets a variety of notes from good to sick to bad and so on. So even though they ended up with a score of 2.6 million, it is theoretically possible to hit every note with a sick rating of 350 points, giving you a total score of 6,132,000. And that is why Dave and Bambi mods scare me. Like, why do they have so many world records? Also, shout out to the FNF Wiki for somehow containing this info. Now, that's mathematical. Well, thank you for watching, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. And check this video. And you can check this video out to find out the world record for most FNF characters in one song. It's nuts.